So we're outside the Labour conference now. It's Labour under Starmer, obviously. And on Sunday, which I wasn't really here for later on, I actually didn't realise they were planning this, but there was another sort of Palestine Action. It was like a demo and arrest, wasn't it? Because people were just literally just holding up the signs and saying they support it in the signs, and then getting carried off. Was that the sort of thing you saw?
Yes, I was here for the whole demonstration. I had people doing it, and I was offering support. I didn't do it myself. What I did was, because I didn't want to get arrested, I dressed as a suffragette and held that side.
Ah, I see, yes.
So the actual people said, I support the organisation Polish genocide.
Yes, you can't even say it on this video now. It's
well,
like,
yeah.
it could be out of context, obviously.
Yeah.
It's like a police
and
us.
I also had this because I believe that Keir Starmer and the Labour Party are the real terrorists, along with Israel, of course. So, yeah, we had about 100 people sat. We were intending to stand in front of the entrance and by the wheel here.
Yes.
But because there were so many far-right demonstrators here, we had to sit on the grass.
Oh, so yes, there was a lot of them, I saw that.
Yeah, and there was loads and loads of police. At times there was up to 100 police.
Wow,
for
100.
peaceful protesters. But they were trying to also obviously protect us from the far right. The far right got pushed back, and that's when the arrests began. So the protest started at 2:30. The arrest started around about 20 to 4. But it actually took them over 9 hours to arrest everybody.
Oh, right. Could have come down a bit later then, couldn't I?
Well, yeah, we were here a long time. It was a very long day. If we left the cordon, we weren't allowed back in. So I was in there the whole time.
Was that like a form of kettling then, in a sense? Where
yeah,
you could leave. You could leave. Not total kettling then.
Yeah.
Right.
Except I was told that if I'd have been spotted on film with the sign that you're not allowed to have, I wouldn't have been allowed to leave.
Oh, so rather than being arrested, you would be kettled.
Well, I think they would have arrested me.
You would have arrested you as well.
They didn't say that part.
Oh.
But yeah, so I was here for all the arrests. They were very measured. It wasn't like the violent scenes you see in London or we had here with Audrey White. But it was still really awful to see these pensioners and some young people, but the worst part of all was the fact they saved 2 disabled people to the very end. So there was a man in a wheelchair got arrested around about 20 to midnight. And
that late?
The whole time in his wheelchair. And the very last person to get arrested a few minutes after that was a disabled elderly lady in a walker who also was on oxygen tanks. So she'd been sat there diminishing oxygen for over 9 hours, and the police waited till the very end to arrest her. And that was not great to see.
So it's just the sheer amount of people they had to get through. It's like it's paperwork. It's like it doesn't take that lot. It takes quite a while to do an arrest, each one.
It does, but they have gone quicker with sort of more police and more protesters before. It seemed to be a much slower pace.
It's like arrests per hour statistics.
Yeah.
Like it'll be in the SI units.
Yeah, not everybody was arrested either. It was quite interesting.
Yeah,
so
right.
there seems to be not quite a method in the madness, but perhaps people who had a record and gave their name and address ended up not being arrested. And
oh, right. So if they surrendered that info. But if you didn't, that was all right.
That's when you got taken to the police station and properly arrested.
Oh, right.
But we've not been able to find a full pattern yet, so I'm not actually 100%.
But that's
sure.
what you were seeing.
That's afterwards talking to people.
Oh, talking
At
to
the
people
time,
about it, yeah.
Said like you're under arrest or whatever, and then taken away.
But maybe they were de-arrested a bit later.
Possibly.
Because of that. All right.
It's all quite very interesting.
But what's really striking about it is that you only have to have it written down that you support them, or maybe say it verbally, or have it written on something like you've got in front. That's it. Then it's like the computer code goes arrest equals yes. And then you are arrested. It's like even if we did it now, they would suddenly come to arrest us, like, you know, right in front of us now, because there's 2 police officers behind us. That's what would happen. Possibly, yes.
Here yesterday with the sign, and they didn't get arrested, which is really weird.
So it's like not everyone.
Not everyone.
I mean, there's some parts of the country they haven't really done it, but there was so many arrests in London that time. There was like 900, it broke records, like 900 or something like that. Yeah. Yes.
It's really insane. The previous time it broken records, it was only 526.
Gosh. So that just shows that you're not really. I mean, it's a point that you're not allowed to even say really an opinion because they're still classed as a proscribed organisation.
You cannot support them at all
until maybe the judicial review. What if that may continue it on or it won't, and that's in November.
Yes, there's not a date set for that as
there
of
isn't.
yesterday.
Oh, there isn't.
Not that I'm aware of at the moment. Anyway.
I've just heard this November, so if
that's all I've heard too.
If that's not what it is, so you know, so So did everyone kind of expecting to be arrested as part of really the protest? So, you know, if you're holding up, you're actually in defiance of it, and you expect to be arrested. So nobody really resisted it.
Nobody really resisted it. People insisted on being carried rather than walking and things like that to just make it a little bit more awkward.
Oh yeah, because it's like you agree to it if you walk with them. It's like, oh, I'm fine to be arrested. you got to tape me there. You got to, yeah. Like you got, you know.
The full intention of these arrests is to overwhelm the policing system to show how unworkable and how unnecessary this prescription is, and how peaceful protesters cannot possibly be terrorists. They're just sat there for goodness sake.
So when you have an action like this, you're going to get that huge amount of arrests. It kind of buckles the system under, like flooding it with things. Yeah,
that's the intention.
And that's what happened in London as well as it did here.